Welcome back to the State of the Multiverse. Today we're going to talk about two things. The return of the Leatherman Crunch after a year. And I was wrong. And of course, the most expensive, the most exclusive Leatherman ever made. The Mr. Crunch. We're going to talk everything about the Leatherman Garage, what we now know, and how it went. Stay tuned. So first of all, the Leatherman Crunch is back. Over a year out of stock, and it's back. I was so sure this thing was discontinued. So sure. In fact, I bet the channel of Leatherman Crunch that it wouldn't. So, true to my word, not only will I buy one, I'm also going to assemble a complete kit with a sheath and everything, and I'm going to give the entire kit away in a video. So that will be coming at some point. Just, you can hold me to it. That's going to happen. I'm very, very happy in this case to be wrong, because the Leatherman Crunch is one of those tools that is so good. It's so good. So, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The most expensive and most exclusive Leatherman ever made. Mr. Crunch. Now, this was, I was surprised, was truly a homage to Tim Leatherman's original design. Just showing how much of a genius that guy really was. And it actually surprised me that they came up with something like this. And it looks like it really works. I mean, it actually has a combination blunt nose and needle nose. So it's a little bit finer than the normal P4, but also has the blunt nose capability. There is something there. I really do believe that that's an interesting design. Now, as far as the implements being chosen down below, there's a couple unique ones, and we'll talk about it when it gets here. And yes, I did get one, okay? We'll talk about that later. And I don't plan on keeping it in my collection. I have a theory on what to do about that, so we'll talk about it in that video. Now, some things to talk about. It sold out in 29 minutes, but nobody knew when they would be dropping. No one. I didn't know, no one knew. 9 a.m. Pacific is when they dropped, and they were gone in 29 minutes, which means now that we know that it's 9 a.m., the next time it'll be less than 5 minutes. So if you want one of these, you better be on the button at 9 a.m. Pacific, ready to go. You know, credit card entered, the whole shebang, if you want one. Because now that people realize that they can double or triple their money, people who have never bought a multi-tool are going to get into the act. They're already reaching, I mean, these are all bids, and they're already $450, $500, more than double the value, and they don't even have them in their hands yet. I mean, every one of those listings is for tools that haven't even been received. So, yes, this is not something you're going to want to use all the time. This is most certainly a collector's item, leave on the shelf, showcase, flex, and I'm not into that, but I do want to make a video on it. So, interestingly, the warranty means that even more so, because it does not have the standard 25-year warranty. What they're going to do is, if they cannot repair the item, they are going to give you $200 of value towards whatever you want to purchase on their website. That's not going to get you very far if you just lost what is essentially a $600 value. So these are not going to get used. Just flat out. They are not going to get used. These are going to be collector's items, and as I said, they are going to be a flex for people who collect Leathermans. And that's sort of kind of a shame, because like I said, there's probably, I would say, maybe 1,500 to 2,000 real Leatherman collectors out there. And I've met a number of them, and they're never going to get their shot at this thing. Now, a couple of them I've talked to did get one. They were keeping an eye on things, but some of them didn't. Some of them also don't even live in America, so they really had no opportunity to get them. So that's kind of unfortunate as well. I think there's going to be some very polar opinions about this. The fact is, though, Leatherman made $100,000 in 29 minutes and probably will make a lot more next time. Even if they make 2,000 of these, they're all going to go within a half-hour period. So, just something that will be interesting to talk about over the next I don't know, a couple months. Hopefully there won't be too much of a gap between releases for this thing. If it's once a year, my God, I hope they're making more than 500. But interesting nonetheless. So when we talk about the Mr. Crunch, when it comes in, we will sure have more discussions about it. But for now, this is what we know. You guys have a good day.